tomorrow will be better. Should I take G to be positive or negative? Follow me, dear friends. Solution. Just to remind you that this G we're talking about here is the acceleration due to gravity. A lot of students have been asking this question lately. Why is it that in some questions in mechanics we consider G as positive and in others we consider it as negative? Before I answer this, take note of the fact that whenever in physics you're having to do with questions which concern vectors, especially forces and acceleration, it's always good to begin by setting a reference axis, in accordance to which there will be one direction which will be considered positive, and of course the opposing direction will be considered negative. But there's a little exception when it comes to G. Is the fact that with G, it's only the downward direction which is always, I repeat, which is always positive, irrespective of the reference axis you've set before. Take the case of a stone which is projected vertically upward. So many candidates believe that due to the fact that this stone in its latter part of the fall will end up falling in the positive G direction, there should be G which is positive, but it is not so. What you should consider most is the very first state of the motion. At the beginning of the motion of the stone is opposing G, which acts downward because it is accelerating upward, meanwhile G acts downward. For this reason, we will take a negative value of G. But consider now an object which drops from an altitude. Okay, it's dropping vertically downward without any initial upward movement. So its initial motion is directed downward in the positive direction of G. For this reason, G is going to be positive. Okay, so in summary, once the motion of the object, I'm talking about the very initial motion of the object, once it opposes the direction of G, which is downward, take G to be negative, because tomorrow will certainly be better.